Hello students, today's class is for BBA second year students and the subject is business environment. Dear students, in the last video we were discussing we have just started the basic meaning concept of business environment, that is unit 2. So we've completed the meaning and also we've started, or in fact just started, the various nature or features of business environment. So in today's video we will see what are the remaining features of business environment. What we have discussed up to now, the features of a business environment, and under that we have completed the first point, that is it is a totality of internal and external factors. That was the point number 1, totality of both internal as well as external factors. So if we add all the factors that we will include in the business environment, all those external factors that we will include under the business environment is nothing but the basic features, or together constitute the basic features of business environment. So let's start with remaining features. Point number 2 is general and specific, or you may say general or specific. So the various factors that always influence the business environment. Business environment means what? The surroundings of the business, or within which the business or every business operates, is nothing but the basic you may say features or basic surroundings of business environment. So it is the combination of both general as well as specific factors or forces, you may also say. Maybe general or it may also be specific. Sometimes it may affect, it means the environment of business may affect a general industries, or it means all the industries, or may sometimes the environment may also influence any specific, or you may say particular industry. Fine. So sometimes the environment of business affects to all the industries, or sometimes it may also affect any particular industry, or you may say specific industry. Let's take one example for better understanding. suppose three industries are there. Industry 1 consists of paper industry, industry 2 consists of your cement industry, and industry 3 consists of the textile industry. So paper, cement and the textile are the three different kinds of industries. Whatever point is general and specific. Now if the government increases the slab rate of tax or increases the GST amount, if the government increases the amount of GST, it means all the three firms, paper industry, cement industry as well as textile industry, paper industry, cement industry as well as textile industries will together will be affected by the increase in the GST amount. Increase in the GST amount. Since all these are making the production and engaged themselves in the process of sales, and due to some reason if the government of India increases the, you can say, the amount of GST, increases the amount of GST, then remember all the three industries will be totally affected. So this is called as a general factor, because it is the such a factor which influences all the three industries, paper industry, cement industry as well as you may say textile industry. Now if any specific factor occurs in the industry, say if the government of India impose certain amount of restriction on cutting the trees, if the government due to some reason impose certain amount of restriction for cutting the trees, now since as you all know from trees or from the wood only the paper is being manufactured, because for manufacturing the paper wood is the main raw material. Since government imposes certain restriction on cutting the trees, hence we can say it will affect only the paper industry. This restriction will affect only the paper industry, and cement industry and textile industry will not be affected at all by this force or by this factor. If the government due to some reason changes or makes any you may say changes in restriction or imposes certain restriction on cutting the trees, then this specific factor will affect only the paper industry. The cement industry and textile industry will not be affected. But in the case of increasing the GST, all the three industries are being affected. So we can say increase in the GST is the general factor. Whereas changes or restriction on cutting the trees is the specific factor. So one is the general factor, second is the specific factor, and accordingly these changes are made. So business environment may be general or may be specific. With the example, I think you people will be clearly able to understand how the environment may be general or may be specific. Let's move to another point. Interrelated. Ah, Point number 3 or the third feature of business environment is interrelated. Now, all the factors are interrelated. All the factors are interrelated. For example, if take present scenarios example, that will be a much better example for this interrelevancy. Take the example of today's lockdown or today's COVID-19 situation. Dear students, as all of you know, due to the effect of COVID-19, all the pupils living in the society are becoming very much health conscious. Yes or no? Definitely yes. All the people, those who are living in the society right now, due to this COVID-19 effect, becomes very much health conscious. They are taking various vitamin tablets. Someone are purchasing, I have seen in a regular basis that in the medicine stores, there are certain people who are always demanding for the specific medicines, or you may say Chyawanprash, vitamin C tablets, or any kind of vitamin tablets, in order to increase the immunity power, so that COVID-19 or coronavirus will not affect them. So due to this fact that the COVID-19 is having a great effect right now, particularly in the month of July, so every pupil becomes very much health conscious somewhere and somehow. Some other persons also going to the medicine stores for purchasing various cold prevention tablets, fever prevention tablets, cough prevention tablets. Accordingly, they are also purchasing all vitamin tablets as well as other medicines in order to increase their immunity power. Now, since all the people, those who are living in the society, becomes very much health conscious, hence automatically it affects the industries, those who are manufacturing medicine. The medicine manufacturing industries, or the demand for production of medicine will be much higher. So as every people living in the society are becomes very much health conscious, so we can say it automatically affects the medicine manufacturing industries, or those industries those who are manufacturing the medicine. So one factor automatically leads to another factor. One force automatically lead to another force. That's why the heading is interrelated. So health and medicine are completely interrelated. This is the present scenarios example. There may be other examples also. During the rainy seasons, during the season of rains or rainy seasons, definitely the demand for umbrellas as well as raincoats or rain wears will definitely be higher. So those companies, those who are producing the raincoats, umbrellas, rain caps, rain shoes, and other related products like that. So demand or their demand will be very much higher during the rain season. Similarly, during the winter season, the demand for various winter wears will be definitely much more higher. So we can say one factor is heavily interrelated to another factor. Hence, business environment is always interrelated with various forces. Business environment is always surrounded with proper forces or various interrelated forces. Hence, we can say various factors are highly interrelated to each other. Dynamic in nature. Dear students, this is very important feature. I'm not saying that other features are not very much important, but this feature, one of the most important feature, you will also say, dynamic in nature. Why this is very important feature? Because the environment always keeps on changing. Hence, the business, in order to give a, you may say, healthy competition, also should change its activities, also should change its production process, and also should try to give those products which are having a good demand on the market, those who are having a very high demand in the market. This is very important. Why? Because environment keeps on changing. Take the example of mobile phones. I think that will be the one of the best example for you. At first, when I started using the mobile phone during my graduation level, at that time there was only keypad mobiles, and no color options also available. Only, you can say, black and white keypad version where only call receiving, call ending, and message chat. The only option is there, messaging and calls. After that, color mobile came into existence in the general market. Then, as the days progress, the touchscreen phone without Android facility came. Then touchscreen phone with Android facility. Then GPRS system. Then 2G, 3G. Now is the era of 4G. Everyone is having a smartphone, or every phone is having 4G network. No 3G, no 2G, no GPRS system right now. Every phone is having 4G facilities. Now what the example tells us? The example really tells us that the environment is always keeps on changing very rapidly. So being a, or in order to become a successful businessman, we should also try to keep ourselves updated according to the changing environment. So there is a rightly say that change yourself according to the changing environment. The environment will not change for you. You have to change according to the environment. Change yourself according to the environment. So, for giving healthy competition to our competitors, we being a mobile manufacturing company, since I am giving the mobile phone example, so all the mobile phone manufacturing companies should try to send those products which are having very good configurations with lowest price, because every customer requires or ask for two things: quality as well as cheaper price. So the business also have to give those products which are being highly demanded with good features and also cheaper price. This is the fact that the business is always dynamic in nature. It never be constant. It never be constant. Constant नहीं है business. It never be constant. It is always static, always dynamic, keeps on changing. Every moment a new product come to the market. So we have to make proper market survey that which are the products those are being highly demanded, or which are the products those are newly came up to the market or come up to the market, so that we may also produce such kind of products and can also sell in the general market. If, dear students, if we don't do so, it means if the businessman will not change according to the changing environment, then a day will come the business is going to wind up. Because everywhere we find healthy competition, starting from a sole proprietorship to large scale business units. Everywhere there is a healthy competition going on in the industry. So in order to be there, in order to be give healthy competition, we must always change. The business should always change according to the changing environment. So this is all about dynamic in nature. Another feature you may also say uncertainty. So another feature of business environment is the uncertainty. Now, what does uncertainty means? See, the future is always uncertain. No one can predict the future. No one can predict the future. No one living in the world thinks that one day the coronavirus will come from China and affect to the entire world, and will take large amount of precious lives of the common man. No one predict that. The future is always uncertain. Since the future is totally uncertain in nature, hence every business, keeping this point in view, every business carries certain amount of risk. However, the term uncertainty and risk are two different things. Uncertainty and risk are two different things, but you may say every business carries certain amount of risk. Where the business, that is the amount of risk. No business is completely risk free. It means every businessman, since he or she is doing the business, he or she must be ready enough to take or to face the amount of risk that may arise due to various factors, or that may come at any point of time. So being a businessman, we must be ready ourselves to face the risk situation, because risk is such a thing which may generally come at any point of time. So the amount of uncertainty, the amount of risk is always go simultaneously with the business. No business is completely risk free. No one can say that my business, I am doing a business which is completely a risk free business. No, the answer is, or that person is completely wrong if the businessman is saying that. It is seems to be, it means the business may seems to be risk free, but there are certain kinds of risk. So the uncertainty or risk always there with the business, hence the business environment is also surrounded by the amount of uncertainty. It is also a factor because we are discussing the features of a business environment. So uncertainty is also one of the major factor which is surrounded with the business environment, or which is surrounded with the business. Every business is surrounded by certain amount of uncertainty or certain amount of risk. There may be theft, there may be fire, due to which the business may suffer loss. There may be theft, due to which the business may suffer loss. There may be, take present scenario, there may be the lockdown situation where every business is facing the crisis situation or risk situation. Every business is under complete risk. No one can say when the future will be as usual. No one can say at present. No one can predict that when the situation will be as usual just before the COVID-19 effect. It may require 1 year, it may require 2 years. Someone are saying that it will take 3 years. So all these are only predictions. No one is quite certain that when it will be as usual. So when there is a business, there will be the amount of, or there will be the factor of uncertainty which is always be surrounded with the business. Point number 6 is a complexity. See, every business is having very much complex in nature. Every business is very complex in nature. Why? Because just we have discussed in the previous point, uncertain. Since the business is always uncertain, hence it always carries the very complexity nature. It means every moment the businessman will remain busy, because business is the nothing but the term business means the art of remaining busy. Or the business is nothing but called as the business, busy. The person who always makes the business will always be busy at every moment of time or at every point of time. So being a businessman, we have to ready to face the complexity situation. Anytime the phone call may come regarding payments, uh, regarding collections, regarding any other issues, regarding from the customer side, regarding from the employees, regarding from the any other things. So every day there may be the phone calls, every time there may be the risk, every time there is the tension. So the businessman cannot be completely tension free while since he is making the business, because the system of business is very much complex in nature. The system of business is very much complex in nature. So the businessman has to find a alternate solution in order to reduce the amount of complexity. No doubt complexity cannot become zero, but being a successful or wise businessman, he or she must be always try to what you can say, reduce the amount of complexity. So complexity is such a situation where it is always be surrounded to the business. Hence it is also one of the, you can say, major feature of a business environment, because uncertainty or complexity always be surrounded. Next point is opportunities and obstacles. Dear students, every business is having, you may say, certain amount of opportunity, because the opportunity will not come again and again. Opportunity is such a thing which the every businessman has to grab when the situation arises. So when the opportunity knocks the door of a businessman, the businessman has to grab the opportunity, because opportunity is such a thing which generally never comes again and again. So business may sometimes always create huge amount of opportunity to the businessman. At the same time, the businessman also will be surrounded by certain amount of obstacles. Since we are doing the business, there are certain amount of hurdles, there are certain restrictions, there are certain, you may say, the barriers. So all these things are properly always be surrounded. Sometimes the business create huge amount of opportunity to the, you can say, businessman, whereas sometimes it also creates various obstacles to the businessman. So we can say opportunities and obstacles always properly surrounded with the business. Hence, this is also one of the major feature of a business environment. Simply because the reason is both opportunities and obstacles are properly surrounded with the business. So with this, or with these points, we have completed the nature or feature of a business environment. In the subsequent video, we will study some new topics of your unit 2. Thank you.